Xin Ciao, what's up everybody? Alright, in this video today we're going to talk about the #1 scam that's been going around in Vietnam, mainly at the international airport, how to avoid it and how to easily avoid it. Alright, welcome if you're new to the channel. I live in Vietnam, I travel around Asia, I give you my perspective in these places. I happen to live here at the moment, so I give tips and things about living in the city. So Venus Sun's going to be the answer to this video. So the biggest thing that's really been happening in Saigon, and the main thing that people have been talking about as far as getting ripped off the most and having the biggest problems with, is the taxi services out of the international airport from Saigon. Now I'm going to go over both domestic and international. You know, I'm in this airport a lot. I am a world traveler. I travel all across the world. My passport's just full. So, you know, I'm in and out of this airport all the time, so I can kind of tell you exactly how coming in and out of each place is going to be and where to go. So first thing first, let's talk about getting off at the international, domestic, or the international. So you come in an international flight. I don't care what time it is. I've given advice on what to do to get a SIM card. If you need to pull money out, there used to be a Citibank as you exit on the right. Now it's a UOB, also the same as a Citibank. So if you have Citibank, it's a good spot to pull money from, and or just a good spot to pull money from. SIM card's the same. Pick out whichever one works best for you. Test it there. Bob's your uncle. So you'll exit the international airport. As you exit, you will come up to a bunch of people standing holding a sign. You will briefly take a quick right and then a quick left, and you will be walking straight ahead again. As you come up walking straight, you'll take another left towards the taxi stalls. You will ignore every single taxi person. You will continuously walk until you see the exact car that I showed at the beginning of this video. So just go back to the beginning of the video. It said Venus Sun. You will walk all the way to the end of the taxi line. You will not get into a taxi line. You will not talk to any taxi personnel on the sidewalk. You will walk up to the first Venus Sun, and they will be in a row. There'll be multiple Venus Suns in a row. They might be a van and a car. It's usually vans at the airport because of the luggage and the larger parties. So you'll get in the minivan, you'll tell them where to go. 98% of you are going to be coming to District 1. That cab fee should never be more than 200K, no matter rush hour or not. It's anywhere from 120 to 200K. I've never had any trouble on that. I've never seen anybody report any trouble on Venus Sun. That is the way to take a taxi without worrying about it out of the airport. Now what they found, due to research, is they were trying to figure out how they were getting the meter to read these crazy amounts, because that's what they were doing. Essentially what was happening, and we didn't know this, I didn't know this until now, is they were buttering the meter. They have installed secret buttons inside of their console. If it's a manual, it's on like the shift boot, so he can push to the side and he can add, I think one push was 10K. So he can add 10K whenever he wants. So they were finding like a lot of the third-party taxis had these installed, like the ones you never heard of, like a random white car with a little taxi logo on it, or like a yellow car, which there aren't yellow taxis here, so that's already should be a pretty good red flag of not to take that taxi. But it's all the mom and pop tinier taxi companies that had the cheater devices installed. So you're gonna have a safe bet on Venus Sun. I've never had a problem with. I go with it. I would recommend you go with it. It's going to make your life a whole lot simpler. You know, if you are taking a taxi and it's up to 200K and you're only halfway to District 1, you know, you might need to start having a conversation with your taxi guy and be like, what the hell's going on? Also, the best bet to do when you are doing this, so you know you're going the right way, he's not upping the fare, open Google Maps and put in where your destination is and follow along on the drive. He might have a quicker way for traffic. I've found that 100% of the time the Venus Sun guys are super honest. They're too big of a corporation, you know. It's too easy to track the track them if you call and have a problem. So I think you're gonna have a lot less chances if you stick to Vina Sun. So then the other terminal is the domestic terminal. It's the same, right? And domestic and international are the same. They shit you out the same spot. So there is no different video. It's same. You might have to go across the street inside the building. Oh yeah, domestics, you go across the street. So domestics, you go down, you exit, you go across the street. There's a McDonald's. You walk to the right of that McDonald's. You go down again, you ignore any taxi people. You'll see at the left, to your left, there'll be a Vina Sun line. At the end again, and there you go, you take a Vina Sun. You're gonna be in good hands anytime you take a Vina Sun, like I said. It's gonna be an honest fare. And like I said, it should be 150 to 300, depending on where you're going. I've never had a taxi fee of 500K here. I don't know how far that'd be, but that's gotta be super far. So anything close to 500K, that would be like 30 kilometers, 20 kilometers. And anything 12 kilometers and less, we're talking, 300K max, guys. So these are really easy things to avoid while you're here, now that I've really armed you with the knowledge, which is kind of what I like to do. We also do, if you're new to the channel, all kinds of other fun stuff. We go to other countries. I show you the red light districts. I show you where to go party. I show you where to go have fun, water parks. I show you theme parks. We cover everything, food, all kinds of stuff on my channel. It's not just a one-dimensional one thing. So we try to do a variety of things. It's a variety reality show, essentially. Also, if you want to hang out with me and go on a personal private tour and or just support me in an additional way, you can go over to patreon.com, the crowdsourced website, which pretty much is sourced by you, gives back to me. When you go on there and buy, it helps me. If you buy a subscription for me monthly, it puts money in my pocket, so it's a great way to thank me. Also, you can go on a tour with me. You still have to pay for the tour, of course, but it gives you access to me to set up the tour. You go on the tour and pay whatever you want. That can be nightlife, food, whatever you want to do in Saigon. Also, if you want to watch me live stream, that's over at kick.com/fatandbroke. I will be exclusively live streaming on there within a week. So we're going to do one more week of YouTube dual streaming with monitoring chat occasionally. So then we're going to do a week or two with no chat monitoring whatsoever on YouTube. And then after that, it's just full-time on Kick. And we will be live streaming a lot. I think the next country will be Japan. We need to raise $2,000. So we will set that for the goal donation for the streams when the next live stream is. So I think we've really covered everything in this video I wanted to cover. As ever, that's really the biggest scam that's going on right now. The other things to be aware of, if you go to a Benthon market, know how to haggle, watch my videos on that. That's the fake market. Make sure you keep your cell phone on you at all times. Don't be walking around with it out across the street where there's traffic. Someone could grab it out of your hands. Just be careful when you're here. Very, very safe place. Just mind your P's and Q's. The scams aren't big here, so it's pretty easy to avoid them, guys. So that is the video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it helpful. Stay frosty. Have a fantastic day, night, or morning, wherever you're at. I had a great time shooting this video, guys, for you. Peace out.